everybody, it's Christine and it's time for a Scraplift Crafternoon. Today's layout is inspired by Mel W Scrapping, and we'll have a link down below. Sorry, the cat's deciding to get in the mill stuff. Anyway, this was her layout. She actually was doing a Craft IQ challenge, so she had a list of a bunch of things. So make sure you check out her video so you knew what kind of challenges she was trying to make happen here. What I'm seeing is a white piece of cardstock with, I think, and I haven't watched her whole video here, but I'm pretty sure this is ink stencils behind, a couple of torn horizontal pieces. Actually, technically it's three. 1, 2, 3. She has a vertical element here with a horizontal photo. And then she's got, I remember in the challenge she was saying she had 7 element clusters or embellishment clusters. So she's got like 7 little embellishment clusters. I did just notice, though, she has a piece of vellum behind here with polka dots. I may have to get into my stash because I didn't get that. What I'm going to do, though, wonder if I can do this on here without making a huge mess. I think so. I'm going to rotate my sketch because I have a vertical photo. So I'm going to end up going this direction, y'all. Her title's over here, so I'll put my title over here. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do. And what I'm working with is this picture of my daughter. I showed this in another video not too long ago, although I don't know when you're going to see it because I'm doing the 30 days and I don't know which day I was looking at it. And this is her just kind of looking pretty, and the sun's kind of shining down. I imagine sorry, the cat's tail is all in the way. And I imagine she's kind of thinking about stuff, right? So I'm going to push this. Hold on one second, y'all. No. Anyway, she's thinking about stuff. So I'm going to use this picture. And then I have my June 2022 Hip Kit Club collection here. And I'm loving these colors with this shirt she's got on. And I just, like I said, I realized I'm going to have to pull a piece of vellum, I think, to make it work. And then I also think I need one more pattern for the top of here. So I'll have to get into my stuff over here. But I also have just gotten this stencil from Peace Craft Love. And I'll put a shop link down below for that. I'm thinking this will be good for the pieces that she was inking. So I'm going to use this. I have not picked out my ink. I think I'm going to use pink, though, because it's going to be on top of this blue. And I think I'm going to get out like a kind of a brighter pink to use. And then I have a ton of this ephemera. There's lots of stickers. And I even have chipboard. And I'm actually kind of thinking, even though this is like travel, I'm going to say, like I said, she's kind of thinking about stuff like she loves to travel and all that stuff. So I'm thinking like, I'm going to put on here like she's thinking about going away. So I think I'm going to use this Let's Get Away as my title. And I'll have to think about some of these others. I don't think the car will work, but there's other things I might can use, and I think that'll be cute. So that's what I'm going to be working with. Let me get out my vellum, my ink, and that kind of stuff. And I may pop back on here just to show you everything, but I'll also start kind of cutting and trimming and stuff, because she did use torn edges, so that'll be nice. And let me get started, and I'll get back on soon. Okay, guys, really quick check-in. I have found my vellum, which I think is, I just didn't even know I had this. How pretty is this, right? Got this foiled floral on there. And so that's going to be the horizontal element here now that I'm going vertical, remember. These are going to be my papers. I still need to tear them. They're the background piece here, and I still need to tear them. But then this will be my horizontal piece. So you can kind of see where I'm headed with that. And then I do have my ink out here. I've got this worn lipstick with Distress Oxide, so I'm going to come on the sides over here with that. So that's where I am. I just want to do a quick check-in to show you my patterns that I did decide to use and cut down and all that good stuff. And I'm going to get started on, I'm going to tear this, kind of figure out where it needs to go, and start with my ink in just a moment. All right, talk soon. Okay, gang, so here I go. I'm going to do my stenciling now, and I really like this stencil. I love the little gradiated sized circles, I guess. Well, why am I saying I guess? They're circles, duh. Anyways, I like the little gradation, and I do end up having to, of course, move it down, and I have to kind of resize it. So, like, what I'll end up doing is choosing the particular hole size that matches or whatever and kind of, go over it. So, anyways, you can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm kind of matching it up, puzzling it together. And I like how this turns out. I think this turns out really pretty. I like this pink on it. I think I showed you the pink is Worn Lipstick is the name of it. I like how that turns out. Now, I do have to fill that little hole in right there. It's kind of bugging me. Honestly, in the end, I don't think it shows, but at the time, I didn't know. So I went ahead and filled this in. And I do have to match up these little holes again. And I'll go ahead and do the other side in just a moment. I'm going to be honest and tell you guys, I go a little bit rogue on this one. I just can't. I've said this in several videos before. I like balance, but I cannot tell you that I like symmetry. And what I mean by that is I like things to be visually balanced. I like things, where it doesn't make your brain feel funny that it's not, balanced. But I don't typically do exactly the same number of things on each side or exact like mirror image type stuff. And on her layout, she had, because I guess she was trying to get the 7 embellishment clusters and all that, she kind of had balanced, or not, excuse me, symmetrical embellishments. So like one in each corner and different things like that. So y'all, I don't end up with one in each corner. I just can't do it. My brain doesn't work that way. And every time I tried to put something where she had things, I just couldn't make it look right. So I don't do all of it. So you'll see that in a minute. But I'm going to go ahead and start gluing down on my papers. I don't gut anything. You know, technically I probably, if you're trying to make your papers go a little bit longer, you could, instead of having to do, you see I've got like that really wide piece, I'm putting the more narrow piece in there. You can make a little narrow of the yellow and then just cut it in half or tear it in half for it to go, you know, behind each side. But guys, I have so much paper that I have to get through. I was doing really good. I was getting through my stash. In fact, I did get through my stash, or I was, you know, making really good progress. And then I allowed myself to start getting like monthly things again. And I use them. It's not like I don't use them, but my goodness, I've gotten to the habit of gutting and things like that. And so now my collections actually last longer, which kind of puts me into trouble because then I end up having stuff kind of last for months on end, and I don't really need to do that. So I did not gut these for that reason. Now I've got my papers glued down. I love that vellum, y'all. I thought that was so pretty. I think that this whole little set of stuff here is looking really pretty together. I mean, obviously it's a collection and it's hip kit, which is gorgeous anyway, but everything's just looking really pretty together. I did put foam up underneath the picture, and I did not point this out when I was showing y'all the sketch, but I did notice that the photograph was kind of off center just a little bit, which I love that. And I see, again, going back to the whole balance and symmetry thing, I do love that it's off center. So, and especially in this one, because she is kind of looking to the left, I pushed it to the right, and now it's off center, and it looks, I think, really good. So I'm going to go ahead and go with this title that says, Let's Get Away. I'm going to start kind of laying out these embellishments, and I'm going to have to apologize just a little bit because I start putting stuff out and I start, you know, looking to see where I want things. And I honestly thought I recorded more than I did of me putting the embellishments out, but I think I cut off a little bit. So you will see a slowdown at the end where you see all the embellishments, but I don't think you see me sitting like, I don't use the word struggle, but like sit in like place and try and look and see and all that kind of stuff as much as I would normally have expected. When I was filming, so I must have turned off the camera a little quicker than I thought. But anyways, I'm pulling out all the chipboard pieces because honestly I didn't have a lot left on that little set, the little board there, and it was kind of annoying me. So I pulled those all out. I have a little flower. I put the title down. I pulled out, there's in the lower left, I'm going to end up with, it says like, Let's Get Away or something, or not Let's Get Away. It's like a ticket looking thing, and then like a little passport looking thing or something like that. And I put those in the lower left. And then I put a floral above the picture on the upper right. I'm trying to match but at this point I am trying to do like the embellishment clusters kind of. And y'all, my cat is digging into something. I have no idea what. So if y'all hear noises, that's what it is. Y'all have gotten to know my cat by now. You know she's a stinker. Anyways, you kind of see me putting the embellishments, and then I cut the camera off, so my apologies. But here's where you can see what I do have down. I've got those little cluster down there with those 3 pieces, and then I got the title. I did put a little circle thing underneath the title, and then I think my favorite cluster is that upper right one with that kite. It looks really cute. So again, my apologies. Go check out the Instagram. You can see the embellishments, I think, probably a little bit better. Check out the playlist below, everybody playing along. Like and subscribe, do all the fun things, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.